Sometimes being a runner means not running, and it really sucks, and I don't like it. Yuck. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Runnah. Today is going to be an interesting episode of Shoe Eating Monster because I'm probably not going to edit much of this, to be 100% honest, because this is just going to be me giving you like a state of affairs in the Juliana land because things are going what? Bad. I'm trying to be positive about things, but it's just like, it's real freaking rough out there sometimes, my dudes, because you just like, you think you're like, I had like a great training week. I ran with the Falmouth Running Club peeps. I ran with Ben of Benjamin fame. And like, I was feeling good. And then I stepped on a rock. And I haven't run in 5 days now. And my foot is not getting any better. Things are not looking great. I do know that I don't have a fracture, so that's good. And I'm questioning whether one of my newer medications like may be affecting my ability to heal properly. So the jury's out for that. But definitely not in a good place mentally because I have not been able to run. And as many of you probably already know, I have a lot of other medical things happening around this already. My life is already a medical nightmare. So I don't need this on top of it. And I don't need my main coping mechanism and community building thing like taken away from me. But it has been, and it's not great. Luckily, it's been only under a week. Have I broken down crying no less than like 87.5 times? Yes. Was I already crying today? Yes. Was I crying in the doctor's office because they wouldn't give me a steroid injection and I can't have NSAIDs or like oral steroids because of allergies? Yes. Yes, I was. So that's really fun. That's really fun. What the heck is the point of this? The point of this is just to like kind of let you know that one, I'm not in the best place mentally, or physically. So like that's kind of a thing. But also that if you are going through something where like you can't run or like you have a major injury or you feel like you're never going to get back from something, as I feel right now, again, it has only been like 5 days as of recording this, but I still feel like I've like tunneled down a hellhole and I have my June repeating me once again, which is where all the shit and shenanigans kind of hit the fan. Which this has happened to me before as well, too, with my knee, where I discovered I had ankylosing spondylitis. Who knew? Or when I landed in the hospital and had a colon resection just randomly. So that's really great. So things like this have happened to me before. The fact that like things are compounding on top of one another is just like frustrating and annoying. And the American healthcare system, I cannot speak for other healthcare systems. I've only moonlighted in the German healthcare system, unfortunately. But it's just not set up to be user-friendly in any capacity. And that's half the problem. Like the doctors I was working with today were very nice and they explained everything to me. I was still crying because I did not get any kind of pain relief. And I really don't have any other options besides the steroid injection. And they knew that. But because of the healthcare system, they're like, oh, we have to get this and an MRI and all these things too. And I'm like, okay. And anyone who's ever gotten an MRI, you know, like, they're like, you're going to get an MRI and like 5 weeks later, you finally get the MRI. It's like, okay, so like, I'm not getting the MRI and I'm not getting any pain relief until like, hopefully this is healed and I'm already back running again. So like, what are we doing? But I don't know. I've been working on mentally reframing things. It's not getting me super far, but I'm trying my absolute best. Sorry, I don't want to cry. It's definitely hard sometimes because like you just feel like you're very alone and you're just like, no matter what I do, it seems to be that one, I have a really fabulous community around me. So I feel like really lucky to have that and just feel very happy with like the support systems that I have. So that's a positive thing for sure. But two, that I just can't fucking catch a break. And no matter what I do, it's just always something that's happening. Yeah, Murdy, did you hear me crying? And did you come in and say hi? Yeah. Hi, Lovey Buggy. Myrtle has come in for emotional support. So, yeah, it's just very challenging to just feel like your body is disintegrating around you and feel like you can't get any help for it. And mostly because the healthcare system is so fucked up. So that's definitely not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. But if you are also going through this, you are not alone. And I would really like to be running right now. So bad. So bad. Though I did go to the gym and I did an hour on the stair stepper. We figured out which setting gets me, like what speed gets me to my normal running heart rate. It is 11. So we have to red line that bad boy at 11 for like an hour and a half at a minimum. So we're going to try doing that. That's the closest I've gotten. Like that and walking and hiking are like the closest I've gotten to running when it comes to just like feeling like I hit a good zone, you know? The elliptical for me is not like, I tried it again today. I was like, no, this never hits. Like, it's that like thing you always reach for that dopamine hit, and you keep smoking it anyway, and it never gives you the hit that you thought it was going to give you. I do not smoke anything, but there's other things I consume. We all know I have a lot of drugs. But it's just, yeah, the elliptical is not the vibe for me. I do enjoy like walking outside. It's fucking cold out though. It's real fucking cold. The real feel today was like 3 degrees Fahrenheit for all my New England friends out there. So it's not my favorite when it's this cold, but I will go out for some nice walks. The hiking situation, not the smartest right now, with all the rocks and stuff, but like, and then my heart rate's not going to get up high enough. So largely we're probably doing a stair stepper, and we're going to do some walking outside if we can. And just kind of doing those things because they don't seem to be irritating my foot. And they also seem to be like productive in me staying in shape. I'm still going to go to PT. I'm still going to do strength training. I'm still going to keep up with making sure everything is like taken care of on the doctor side of things. I think the biggest problem, honestly, is like emotional overload and executive functioning overload, because like I've been crying the most because now on top of all the hip stuff that I have to take care of and just like basic shit that I have to deal with and like jobs that I have, like I now have foot shit that I have to deal with, and my main coping mechanism for dealing with said shit has been taken away from me as well. So it's great. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Don't hurt yourself if you don't have to. Do your strength training, do your PT, which I've been doing both of, but you know, it's only got us so far. So here we are. Damn you rocks. Mediumly annoying rocks. And yeah, so that's it. That's what's going on here. That's all. Comment below if you are also not running because of an injury or your body is disintegrating out from underneath your eyeballs. So that's a really fun time for all of us. But love you all very much. I hope that you are doing better than me. That's the only thing I can hope, is that everyone else around me is having a much better time in life in general than I am. Because, you know, I have really great friends. I have a really fabulous support system. I feel very lucky to have both of those. But body-wise, we did not hit the jackpot. We definitely did not. But we say, you know what, body, you are trying. Every night. I like have a list of thank yous that I say out loud, like as like affirmations to the world. Like there are some ones that are like loose and fast and they depend on the day, but I always make sure I thank my body because I know it's trying its hardest, you know. Sometimes it needs some help, and sometimes the fucking American healthcare system needs to get ass in gear and help out people with broken bodies. You know, great, cool, awesome. Love you all very much, and I'll see you on our next episode of Runnah, which is going to be the Power and Pain podcast, which is very appropriate, honestly, that I recorded with them. It's just an audio recording of their podcast, which will be great. You can listen to that, watch a fun little graphic, and take that in as Juliana deals with managing chronic health conditions. Okay, great. Love you so much. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Runnah. This podcast is edited, hosted, and produced by me, Juliana Coughlin. Brought to you in part by the Falmouth Running Club and the Falmouth Community TV station. If you'd like to connect with us, you can find us on Instagram and on TikTok at RunnahPod, and you can send us an email at runnahpod@gmail.com. And our original theme music was brought to you by the one and the only wonderful Jeffrey Hutton. And keep up the great work. I'm proud of you.